Welcome everybody to another episode of Midlife Crisis. I'm your host, Leo. So, let's talk stupid. This guy, alright? Listen, half asleep. Okay, this morning, took the kids to the bus stop. Truck's telling me, I need windshield washer fluid. No problem, I got a brand new gallon. I'll pour it in. Hey guys, yellow cap. It's got fluid pictures on both, and they both flip open the same way, okay? They're located in front of the radiator on this 2018 Dodge Ram 1500, okay? Wonderful. So what does this bad guy do? I put windshield washer fluid in my coolant reservoir instead of in my windshield washer fluid reservoir. I'm half asleep. I'm not really paying too much attention. But normally, you can really tell the difference. Why would you make the cabs both yellow? Really? It's crying out loud. All right, so listen up. To take out the windshield the windshield washer fluid, to take out the coolant reservoir before fluid goes into my radiator, because luckily, all I did was just take the kids to the end of the driveway, which is about a football field, American football field, not soccer, European football, or basically what the whole world calls it, right? Anyways, aside from that, to take out this tank before coolant goes into my radiator and really messes everything up, you have to remove the grill. Right here, guys. The grill. Very easy to remove if you're careful. Only 4 screws, all of which are 10 millimeter hex nut heads. Okay? They're 10 millimeter hex nut. And you got 2 that are coarse and long, 2 that are fine thread and shorter. Okay? So the fine thread and shorter are in the middle 2 tabs. The coarser ones are in the outer tabs. They go about here on each end. Okay? So that's what these short tabs get the long screws. Long tabs get the short screws. Yeah, flip that one around. I don't get it. Don't ask. I didn't design the freaking truck. All right, so when you take those 4 screws off the top, you're going to gently pry and pull out forward. Going towards you, which would be the front of the truck. Okay, going away from the front of the truck. You're going to pull it out. Its pressure tabs are here and here. Here and here. Be careful, especially if it's cold out, you're going to break a tab. If you can do this in a warmer environment so your plastic's not cold and brittle, that's the best thing. Of course, for me, nothing works out well. I can't move my truck. It's outside. It's 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so it's quite cold. So I broke one tab. But luckily, it's this one, so it still has the bottom and the top screws. It's not going to rattle. It's not going to shake. You'll be all right. Then, in order to take this out, you need to take out this little apparatus that goes in here, okay? And that is a 13 millimeter screw here and screw here, okay? And 2 10 millimeter heads, which are on the bottom, okay? So when you're looking at this, you see these little notches? That's right where the 10 millimeters are. So at least it makes that a little easier. And when you unscrew it, you can just set it aside, let it hang out. You can put something over your bumper. I'm in a bad mood, so I don't really give a shit, okay? It scratches, it can piss off. Oh, well. But you do you, okay? You don't have to be me, be you, all right? I had a boss a long time ago. He had a novelty license plate on his car. It said, why be you? Be me, M-E. Why be you, be me? Yeah. Be you. All right, so we got this off. 2 more 10 millimeter hex nuts right here and here. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull this hose off the back of the radiator on the top here, in the back. You just pull that out, and then this, with our screws removed, goes up, because it's got two little tabs here. It just goes up and pulls right out. And that hose will come with it, okay? Now, remember, guys, when you go to remove this, there's a little wire that just is in a channel in the back of this. It's just held there for guidance. It doesn't actually connect to this. Just separate it as you're taking this out, gently. It comes off quite easily, actually going back on. It might not even want to go back on you, all right? Before you go to remove this, the wire that does your latch for your hood release is hooked right here. Just unhook it, okay? You just pull it forward, up, and over. It's just a hook. Very easy, all right? So now what I've done is I removed this, and I went and I drained it all out, all the fluid out. So this is completely empty. So all I have is coolant in my radiator, nothing in my overflow tank. And the little spigot here, you're going to notice that now that you removed it, it goes in and out real easy. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I start the car, I'm going straight to my closest hardware store or automotive repair shop, or automotive supply house, actually, right? Like a AutoZone, Advanced Auto, Pep Boys, whatever you have around you, to get a clamp for here. Now, you're going to want to put a clamp on this after you've removed it, because this is stretched out and it's not just going to shrink back up. So that means when this builds up pressure and it's demanding coolant from the reservoir, this is just going to pop off and it's going to suck in air. You're going to get air bubbles in your radiator, and you're going to have your truck overheat, or any engine overheat, because you got air pockets now in your coolant. Okay? So make sure you get a clamp for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a clamp for that. I'm going to get some coolant, put it right in here. It's going to be already pre-mixed. None of that add water stuff. I already get it pre-mixed, that 50-50 blend. That way I don't screw that up, because apparently I can screw up all kinds of stuff. Okay? So I'm going to do that. That'll take care of that. So to put everything back on, you're going to just slide this in. Make sure you push in these two tabs right here. Put in your two 10mm head bolts. Connect this little wire to the back. There's a little wire here. You just kind of nudge it in. Just shove your hand in there. You can hear some little popping going on there. It caught. This is connected, but we're going to put a clamp on that when we get to the store. You just put this back in. It's not hard. You just get the rubber in there. You'll be just fine, guys. You're just fine. All right, when you line it up here, for it to hold its way, that holds it for you. So now you can take your time putting the screws in, and you don't have to worry about it falling down and scratching your bumper that I don't care about. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'll put in the bottom screws first, because I like to be weird. All right? It's a lot easier if you lift that up. And it's not going to want to go in. Of course not. So, being weird is not always a good idea, guys. Maybe you want to... There we go. Maybe you want to do the top one first. I just am in one of those moods now where, yep, this is an impact driver. Why? Because I don't know where my other tool is, and if you know how to do trigger control, you're able to do it like this. If you're not good with trigger control, don't do it. Okay? That's in, that's in. One more screw at the bottom here. Done. There. That's all on. That's it. That's all that takes. This is all on. Now, you just put the grill back on. Like I said, you got those tabs, right? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to line things up. Once things are lined up, you just push in. Push in. There, that's it. That's all it takes. Put in your top screws and you're done. All right, remember, the fine threaded shorter screws go in the middle. Okay. Your longer coarse screws go on the top ends here because it goes into plastic. So just be careful with that. Like I said, when it's cold, plastic is brittle. I was using gloves, but now I just don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's it. The truck's back together. All you got to do is now put coolant in your coolant reservoir. I got to also buy more washer fluid because I use it all up in my coolant reservoir. And I'm going to buy a little clamp right here just to be safe so I don't have problems down the road because, well, I drive like a jerk. All right, so till next time, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're working here on the 2018 Ram 1500. I know you guys are wondering, where's the Corvette? Talk about that next time here on Midlife Crisis. I'm your host, Leo. Take care.